Hi everyone, welcome to my Max Academy. In this session, we'll continue on the chapter pair of linear equations in two variables from 10th standard CBSE Mathematics. We'll continue on the exercise 3.2. Exercise 3.2, page number 49 in your textbook, or basically 50, page number 50, because we are going to do uh, page number 50. We are going to problem number 7, because in the last video we did till problem number 6. We'll continue on problem number 7. So problem number 7. So the question is, draw the graph of the equation x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and x-axis and shade the triangular region. So what we need to draw? We need to draw the graph for the two equations. The two equations are x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. This is one equation. The second equation is 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Then we have to draw the graph for these two, the second equation, these two linear equations in two variables, and then we need to find the vertices of the triangle formed by these two lines and x-axis. So x-axis is also a line. So this is a line, this is a line, and x-axis is another line. We need to find the vertices of the triangle formed by these three lines. This line, and x-axis. The triangle formed by the vertices of the triangle formed by these three lines, and we have to shade that triangular region. Right? We need to determine the coordinate of vertices of the triangle formed by these three lines. So this is a line, this is a line, and x-axis is also a line. We need to find the coordinate of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines, and we need to shade the triangular region. So let's draw the graph for this line. So we have drawn the line for this. So which means we need to draw the graph for that. So let's take the given equation, which is x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Then I told you to draw the graph, we need to keep one variable here and move the other variable. And which variable we will keep here? The variable which is having coefficient as 1. Right? Here x is having the coefficient as 1. So we'll keep x here and move other things. So minus y goes here, it will become plus y. Plus 1 goes here, it will become minus 1. So now let's put the tabular column to find the points. As I told you, we'll find 3 points. Even 2 points is okay, but I always go for 3 points, so that way I can be very sure that my graph is perfect or correct. So now we'll put one value for x. So we'll put x is equal to 0. So what is our equation? Your equation is x is equal to y minus 1. So in this, we have to put y is equal to 0. So whichever the variable on the right side, you have to substitute for that. Don't substitute for x. So y equal to 0. So if I put y equal to 0, what is my x? X is equal to 0 minus 1, which means x is equal to minus 1. So I get x as minus 1. Then let's put next value. Y is equal to 0. Let's put 1. I'll put y is equal to 1. Then what is my x? My x is y minus 1. My x becomes 1 minus 1. My x is equal to 0. So my x becomes 0 when y is 1. Then let's put another value. We'll put y is equal to, we can put minus 2, or if you want you can put minus 1, or you can put 2 also, it doesn't matter. So we'll put y is equal to 2. Then what is my x? My x is equal to, you can put anything. You can put 0, 1, 2, or 0, 1, minus 1, any 3 values. Generally we put 0, 1, minus 1, or you can put 0, 1, 2. So x is equal to y minus 1. X is equal to y, I have substituted 2, so it will become 2. In the place of y I am substituting 2, so 2 minus 1, so x is 1. So when I put y is equal to 2, my x is 1. Now we have got 3 points. So this is 1 point, this is second point, third point for this equation. Similarly, let's find for this equation. So what is this equation? This is second equation is 3x 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Now we need to draw the graph for this equation, which means we need to find 3 points so that we can plot these 3 points and get a straight line. So for that, I told you we have to keep one variable and take the other variable to the other side, right? So we will generally keep the variable whose coefficient is 1, but none of them have coefficient 1. Coefficient of x is 3, coefficient of y is 2. So which means we can keep any variable. Generally, if it is coefficient 1 and if you keep that variable on the left side, it is easy to calculate the points. The calculation becomes a bit easy, not so easy. I mean, it's not so difficult. It's a bit easy. Here it is also easy. So what we can do, keep any variable here and move the other one that side, doesn't matter. So we'll keep we'll keep again x this side. So 3x will become, so this 2y, if it goes this side, it will become minus 2y. Minus 12 goes this side, it will become plus 12. So my x becomes minus 2y plus 12 by 3. Right? So now once you express x in terms of y, so you have to just have only x alone here. You can have y alone here and write in terms of x also, doesn't matter, right? Like how we did here. So once we get this, then we'll put the tabular column. We'll talk about the 3 points. Let's find the 3 points. So x and y. Now I should substitute. So we have to put for what? X or y. Whatever is in the right side. Right side is y. You have to substitute for y. Put y is equal to 0. Now what is my x? My x is equal to minus 2y plus 12 by 3. Now I need to substitute y equal to 0 in this. If I put y equal to 0, I'll get x is equal to minus 2 into 0 plus, if I say bracket 0, it means into 0. 12 by 3. So my x will become minus 2 into 0, 0 plus 12 by 3, which gives me 4. So that's 12 by 3. 12 by 3 is 4. So when y is 0, my x is 4. Correct? Now let's put next value. Let's put y is equal to, what value you put? See, you cannot put x is equal to y equal to 1 again. Here again, because whenever you see the fraction, whenever you see a denominator in this, right, if you put y is equal to 1, then it will become minus 2 into 1 is minus 2 plus 12 is 10. You'll get 10 by 3 as x. Suppose if I put y is equal to 1, and if you do the same calculation, you'll get x as 10 by 3. You'll get x as 10 by 3 if I put y is equal to 1. But this is a fraction, so we should avoid the x becoming a fraction. So both the values should be a whole number. See, this value is we are substituting. So we have the control. We put only 0, 1, 2. We don't put minus 3 by 2 or 5 by 2 like that. We don't put the fraction value. We always put the whole number or an integer. In back, also we should get the integer for the other variable also, whatever we are calculating. But 1 doesn't work. So we can follow this logic. I'll put 0, 1, 2. Here this was working because there was no denominator here. It was just x is equal to y minus 1. There was no denominator here. But here there is a denominator. Whenever you see the denominator, we have to be careful. Right? So in that case, 1 will not work. Y is equal to 1 will not work. Right? Then how do we find which y will give me nice x? That is very simple. You have to take the previous value, whatever is substituted, 0. That 0 you add 3 to that. What is 0 plus 3? 3. You put 3. So y equal to 3. So that is how we will get the next value. See, here you can't just put 0, 1, 2 or 0, 1 minus 1. So if there is a denominator, then first value, if it gives a nice number, right, then you will, if the first, suppose the first value itself y equal to 0 itself gives you a fraction, then you need to try with y is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. See which is going to give you a nice x. Till that time you have to keep trying. That is for the first time. Once you get a nice value for 0, I got a nice value. Nice value means a whole number without fraction. For 4, right? For y equal to 0, I got x is equal to 4. Then we have to hold it to this and this to this value, which gave you a nice value for x. You have to add this 0 to this denominator. So 0 plus 3 is 3. Now put y is equal to 3. Then if you put y equal to 3, you will get x is equal to nice number, a whole number. You don't get a fraction. So what is my x? My x is minus 2y plus 12 by 3. So my x is equal to minus 2 into 3. In the place of y, I am putting 3 plus 12 by 3. So this is coming from this, right? So everywhere I am writing that. So x is equal to, now what, minus 2 into 3 is minus 6 plus 12 by 3. So my x becomes 6 by 3, which is 2. So if I substitute y is equal to 3, I am getting x is equal to 2. Now let's put another value. Now, next value again we have to be careful. We'll put y is equal to what? Whatever is the value we've substituted, 3, the latest value. With that 3, you add this 3. What is 3 plus 3? 6. Right? Now put y is equal to 6. So see, we got x is equal to nice number 2. We did not get fraction. Why we did not get fraction? Because we substituted 3. How do I know why I have to substitute y equal to 3? I have to take the previous value, which gave me a nice value. To that previous value of y equal to 0, I should add the denominator, which is the previous value which I took. Add 3 to get the next value. Again to next get, take this value, add 3 to get 6. So put y equal to 6. What is my x? My x becomes minus 2y plus 12 by 3. So my x becomes minus 2 into 6 plus 12 by 3. My x is equal to minus 2 into 6 is 12, minus 12 plus 12 by 3. So my x becomes 0. So minus 12 plus 12 is 0, 0 by 3 is 0. Fine. So this will become 0, 0 by 3. 0 by 3 is 0. So now what we do is, we have got, when y is 6, we got x as 0. Now we need to plot these points in the graph. Let's draw the graph. So let me draw the graph. Right? So what is the maximum value of x? Maximum value of x is 4 only. So we can take the scale as 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is 0, this is 1, x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put some more, one more 0.5, doesn't matter. Minus 1. You need to make sure that you have at least minimum 4. We have the maximum value of x is 4, so you should have here enough space to write 4. Suppose if x is suppose x is 40, then you should take some 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 like this. You have to take the unit as 1 centimeter. That one box in your graph sheet has 5 units. If x is suppose 40. So otherwise you will put it as 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have to write 40 and it may go out of your graph sheet. So that case we have to increase the scale. That time you have to increase the scale. You have to call 1 unit. This is 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter as 5 units or 10 units depending on what is the value of x. Now here it is 4, so we can just go by 1 unit. 3 minus 4. Now what is the value for y? Maximum 6. Right? So which means we can also go by 1, 1 here also. 1, 2, 3, because we can easily get 6 is here. 7. So here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So you have to do all this in the graph sheet, guys. Don't do like this. You don't draw 2 lines and then, in your rough notebook or in your notebook. Please do this in the graph sheet. Only then you will get the perfect answer. In the examination also, you must do this in the graph sheet only. All the graphs that we have done, you have to put only in the graph sheet. Right? So now let's draw the graph for this line, which means this point. Let's plot these points. This is what? Minus 1, comma 0. So always you have to take x, comma y. Minus 1, comma 0. X is minus 1, which is here, and y0 is also here. So this point is minus 1, comma 0, which is this point. So 0, comma 1. 0, comma 1 means x is 0, y is 1. Y is 1 here. So this point. So this is this point is 0, comma 1. Next is 1, comma 2. 1 is here and 2 is here. So this will come here. 1, comma 2. Now join them. Join this to get a straight line. Right? Now this, right? If you always go for 3 points, then we can be sure that our graph is correct. Because if you take suppose 2 points alone, suppose if this point is wrong, okay, suppose if this point is wrong, but we have plotted these 2, then you can always get a straight line. You will always get a straight line. So better to go for 3 points to make sure that our graph is correct. So now let's plot these points. So this is the equation. This is the graph for the line x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Fine. Now next, this one is we'll have to draw the graph for this, which is 4, comma 0. Where is 4? 4 is here and 0 is here. 4 comma 0. Now 2 comma 3. So 2 is here and 3 is here. So it will come somewhere here. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Right? Will come somewhere here. 2 and 3 will come somewhere here. Right? This point is 2 and it comes on the other line, but it is this point. 2 and 3. 2 comma 3. Then the next point is 0 comma 6. 0 comma 0 is here, 6 is here. This is 0 comma 6. Now we need to draw a line joining these 3 points. Okay? So we will draw a line. Right? Passing through this. Correct? So now what we have got? Now we have drawn the lines for these two graphs. So this graph is 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. That is this graph. Now what is the question? We have to draw the graph of these two and then we should find the coordinate, determine the coordinate of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and x-axis and shade the triangular region. So we have got these two lines and x-axis is this is the x-axis, right? Y, x dash, y dash. So this is x-axis. Now what is the triangle formed between these two lines and x-axis? Which is this triangle. Which is this triangle. So I will, which is this triangle. You see this? And we need to shade that. I'll put the 0 comma 1 here. 0 comma 1. This point is okay. This point is 0 comma 1. This point. Now this is the triangle formed. So we have to shade that. We have to find the vertices. So what is the vertices? We call this as A, this as B, and this as C. So this is a triangle ABC. See, these two are the. This is one line. This is another line, and the third line for the triangle is the x-axis. That's what they said. These two lines and x-axis. So which means this is the triangle that they have asked you to find, and we need to find the vertices of the triangle. What is the vertex of this? What is the point? This point is minus 1 comma 0, which we have done. What is this point? This point is 4 comma 0. What is this point A? This point is what? 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3 because the x is 2, y is 3. Right? So this point is 2 comma 3 because my x is 2, y is 3. So we have found 3 points. So C is, this point C is minus 1 comma 0. A is 2 comma 3, B is 4 comma 0, C is minus 1 comma 0. So we'll say, and we have to shade the triangular region. So we have to shade this. We have to shade like this in the graph sheet. So we'll say the vertices are vertices of vertices of triangle ABC is what? Vertices of triangle ABC are A of 2 comma 3 comma B of, B is the name of the point, B of 4 comma 0 and C of minus 1 comma 0, minus 1 comma 0. So we have found the vertices of the triangle. Clear? Fine. So A, B and C. So that's it. So that's how we do this problem. Clear? Now, so this completes exercise 3.2. Now we'll go to the next section, which is algebraic method of solving a pair of linear equations. So as I told you, there are 4 methods to solve linear equations in 2 variables. One is graphical method, then substitution method, elimination method, and cross multiplication method. Right? But these 3 methods, the graphical method we call it as a graphical way of solving the linear equations in 2 variables. The other 3 methods, which are substitution, elimination, and cross multiplication, they are called as algebraic methods. Totally 4 methods. So one is graphical method, the 3 of them are algebraic methods, and those 3 algebraic methods are substitution method, elimination method, and cross multiplication method. Now we will start with substitution method. So, I'm going to page number 50. Um, Page number 50, we will solve by substitution method. Okay? Substitution method. So what is this method? So basically, suppose we have, let's take example 7. Let's solve example 7 in textbook. So example 7 in your textbook, page number 50. So what it says is, solve the following pair of equations by substitution method. The question is, solve by substitution method. So what is the equation? 7x minus 15y equal to 2, x plus 2y is equal to 3. Now we need to solve these two equations and find, we have to solve them. Solve them means we need to find the value of x and y, right? Solve them means we need to find the value of x and y, and that x and y should satisfy both the equations. The same x and y should satisfy both these two equations. So either we can go by the graphical method, we can draw the graph for this and graph for this and see where the two graphs intersect. So in this case, these two graphs intersected here. So this will be the solution, which means x is 2, y equal to 3. The same way, this is for the graphical method. But here they are not asking you to solve by graphical method. Here we are into the section of solving the pair of linear equations in two variable using substitution method. We are not graphical method. We are going to solve using substitution method. Now, how do we solve using substitution method? So substitution method is very simple, very easy method. Now first we need to substitute, we need to find a variable, its value, in terms of another variable and substitute in the one of the equation. So meaning, it may be a little confusing. Substitution method, what it says is, first we need to choose any one of the equation, right? And preferably we will try to take an equation which has at least one value whose coefficient is 1. So here this is having coefficient 1. Here it is 7, here it is 15. Either x should have coefficient 1 or y should have coefficient 1. Even minus 1 is okay. 1 or minus 1. So this one, the second equation, here the coefficient of x is 1. So we'll take this equation. So solution is, so I'm going to write the equation 2, which is x plus 2y is equal to 3. So from this equation, I will find what is the value of, so whichever coefficient is 1, keep that variable here, move the other one to the other side. That is equal to 3 minus 2y. So 2y goes here, it will become minus 2y. Fine. So now what we need to do is, now we have written one variable x in terms of another variable. When you write x is equal to, in the side if you don't have x and if you have y and numbers, then which means, and here we have only x left side, then which means we have written x in terms of y. Fine. So now what we should do is, now we should substitute the value of x is equal to 3 minus 2y. This we have got from the second equation. We will substitute this in the first equation. Now we should say, substitute x is equal to 3 minus 2y in first equation, which is in this equation. What is our first equation? The first equation is 7x minus 15y equal to 2. So in this I am going to substitute x as 3 minus 2y in the place of x. So 7 into the place of x I am going to put 3 minus 2y. So instead of x I am putting 3 minus 2y. Then this minus 15 I am writing as it is, equal to 2. Clear? Minus 15y equal to 2. Now let's continue. So now the x has disappeared. There is no x here, only y we have. We can solve and find the value of y, right? So this is called a substitution method because you are substituting a value of x from this equation 2 in another equation 1. We are substituting, you are taking the value from one equation and substituting in another equation. That's why it's called a substitution method. Now this becomes what? 7 times 3 is 21 minus 14y minus 15y equal to 2. Then you get minus 14y. So 21 minus 29y equal to 2, because 14y minus 15y is 29y. So you get minus 29y equal to 2 minus 21. This goes here, right? 21 goes this side, it will become minus 21. So minus 29y is equal to minus 19. So my y becomes minus 19 by minus 29. So 29 comes, this 29 goes to the other side, it will go to the denominator. Here it is a numerator. When it goes this side, it will go to the denominator. So minus minus will get cancelled. I'll get my y as 19 by 29. Now we have got the value of y. Right? Now we have found the value of y. Now we need to find the value of x. Solve means we need to find both x and y, and then we will need to get the answer. So we have got y now, right? Now what we will do is, now we will take this y and we will substitute the value of y as 19 by 29 in this, because we need to find x, right? What is x? X is equal to, from here, what is x? X is 3 minus 2y. Now in that we will substitute again y equal to, SUB means substitute, okay? SUB means substitute. Right? If I want, I can write fully. Substitute. Substitute x is equal to this. Now we will substitute. Now again substitute. We don't have to mention that. Substitute y is equal to, x is equal to 3 minus 2 times. You have to substitute the value of y. So substitute the value of y. What is that? 19 by 29. 19 by 29. Right? That is y. I'm substituting the value of y. Yeah, I'll write the statement. That's okay. Otherwise, you may. So substituting the value of y equal to 19 by 29. We get what? We get the following. What is that? So x is equal to 3 minus 2 into y is 19 by 29. So x is equal to 3 minus 2 times 19 is 38 by 29. Right? So x is equal to, now we should do fraction, subtraction. So LCM is 29. So 29 times, we have to multiply this by 29. So 3 times 29 is 27 to 8. 87 minus 38. So x is equal to, now 87 minus 38 is 9. 4 minus 7 minus 3 is 4. You get 49 by 29. So that is your x. So we have solved now. So solution is, our answer is whatever. Solution is x is equal to 49 by 29. Y is equal to 19 by 29. 19 by 29. So this is the answer. Right? So we have found the value of x and y, which means now if you take this value and if you substitute in this equation, that's just a kind of verification, just to make sure that our answer is right. If you take this 49 by 29 and if you substitute in this, in the place of x, if you put 49 by 29, in the place of y, if you put 19 by 29, and if you do this calculation, you will finally get 2. You finally get 2. You can try that. Similarly, it's the same value to substitute for x is equal to in this, right? So x plus 2y equal to 3. So I put 1, 2. So x plus 2y is equal to 3. So again substitute x is equal to 49 by 29. Y is equal to 19 by 29 here, and if you do this calculation after substituting for x and y, then the value that you will get finally will be 3. See, that is why this is called a solution. Solution means the values which will satisfy both the equation. The same value should satisfy both the equations. So we have found the solution for this. Fine. So I will stop here. We will continue the substitution method. You can watch in my next video. Thank you.